Gabriel Jesus done and dusted deal as Arsenal lose Bukayo Saka to Manchester City and Zinchenko to Arsenal. Hello everyone, and thank you for watching Arsenal official television, and make it a point to subscribe and ring that notification bell so that you do not miss out on anything Arsenal official television has to bring to you. As you already know, that we are definitely dedicated to bringing to you the latest in these transfers. You know, it's the transfer season and a lot is being done. Very many clubs are trying to shop, and Arsenal is definitely not being left alone. So some clubs are definitely looking forward to sign some of the players at Arsenal, and Arsenal also is definitely looking forward to also a sign of these football players. So which part of the world are you watching from? Which part of the country? People in America, people in the United Kingdom, people in Turkey, Dubai, Africa, every part of the world that you are watching from, we definitely tell you that you're definitely doing a good job, and thank you for being part of the family. Thank you for being part of Arsenal official television, as we are dedicated to bringing to you the latest information, latest. And right about now, we will be digging deeper into these topics, and we already know that we are always live at this period, at this time, every day. We do not miss out. So if you do not want to miss out, just make sure you subscribe and ring that notification bell. As you already know, that a few things are going to be said, and we're going to tackle a few things on here, because it's quite challenging that Bukayo Saka could be leaving Arsenal. And also a little bit of good news is that some of the players are definitely going to be coming to Arsenal, and Alexander Zinchenko is coming to Arsenal, and it is a done and dusted, sealed, done, dusted deal for Gabriel Jesus. There is no way whatsoever that he is not going to be coming to Arsenal. So are we going to be digging deeper into these topics? As you already know that things are much better right about now, as Mikel Arteta is focused on making sure that the club is much better and bigger than he found it. And it will be remembered that the club has been trying its level best to make sure that it retains, it does not sell as many players, and just to sell the players who are not performing. But it is a big blow for Arsenal, or it will be a big blow for Arsenal if this young lad Bukayo Saka goes to Manchester City, because when you see the people who want Bukayo Saka, really it is quite challenging. Manchester City rarely fails when it wants a player, because it involves a lot of money. They always give out a lot of money, so we could say we could be losing out on Bukayo Saka very soon. We will be going a lot deeper into that topic of Bukayo Saka, but right about now we will be starting with Gabriel Jesus and his endeavors, and why Arsenal are very interested in Gabriel Jesus. Some people still don't believe, and me too actually. Me too. When I got this news of Bukayo Saka going to Manchester City, it was very difficult for me to concede, but it's the reality. There's nothing much that we can do as per now, but there is still a little bit of possibility that Mikel Arteta could still say no to that big club Manchester City, but still very low. So make it a point to subscribe, ring that notification bell so that you do not miss out on anything Arsenal official television has to bring to you, as we are dedicated to bringing to you the latest information, latest transfer news, latest gossip, latest done deals, medicals, everything that is in the transfer section right here at Arsenal official television. So it should be remembered that there is a striker scarcity at Arsenal. there is a striker crisis at Arsenal, and the mere fact that the players, the main strikers already went. There are no strikers at Arsenal. There's only one sole striker, Nketiah, of which Nketiah's contract is yet to be finalized. The good news is that Nketiah is going nowhere, and we believe that Nketiah is still at Arsenal, and there is no chance whatsoever that he will be leaving Arsenal, because from the sources we have, we've been told that Nketiah is finalizing his contract at Arsenal. He's set to stay, he's going nowhere, despite a lot of clubs interested in the young lad, in the young striker, young sole striker, young sole Arsenal striker. Right about now, he is going nowhere, so that is a bonus, that is an addition for Arsenal, because Bukayo Saka is one of the best talents ever. Bukayo Saka is one of the best talents ever. No, Bukayo Saka, sorry. This young lad, Nketiah's contract is definitely saying that Nketiah's contract is saying that he is going nowhere. So definitely that will be good news, because he's a young and good talent, and things will definitely be better for Arsenal if this gentleman comes in and it remains at the club. That will be great. But if Arsenal keep on selling young lads, if they sell Bukayo Saka, that will be something that will cost the club greatly, because Bukayo Saka helped Arsenal to where it is right about now. I must say he has contributed quite a lot for the success that Arsenal has had. Not much success that Arsenal has had, but a great deal is an aspect that is given to this young gentleman Bukayo Saka. So a few of these players will be leaving Arsenal, and a few of them will be coming, and we will be looking at Zinchenko also. Zinchenko will also be looking further, much deeper to Zinchenko's contract and how he will be able to come to Arsenal. And also you'll be giving us your opinions on what you think about this young lad Bukayo Saka leaving Arsenal, and Zinchenko coming, and also Gabriel Jesus is coming to Arsenal. So make it a point to subscribe and ring that notification bell so that you do not miss out on anything Arsenal official television. As I was already telling you that there is a striker crisis at Arsenal, as Bukayo Saka is said to leave, and also right about now you know that Nketiah is the sole striker for Arsenal, young lad, and who it's not 100% sure, not 100% that Nketiah is going to remain at Arsenal, but what we have coming in is that Nketiah is staying. Maybe possibly 90% chance says that Nketiah will stay at Arsenal, but the contract is not yet finalized right about now. That's what I can tell you. And also, when we see other strikers, all the strikers have left. Almost all the forwards at Arsenal have left. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang left for Barcelona some time ago, and that was a big blow. And we expected to bring in more players, and so when he left, there left a little bit of a gap in there. And then the recent departure is none other than Alexander Lacazette, who left for Lyon, left for his former club Lyon. That has left a big gap in there, and that's why the technical director, Mr. Edu, and also the manager Mikel Arteta have decided to make sure that they get this lad, Gabriel Jesus, who plays quite well in the English Premier League, plays very well, and he has proved that well. He has been at Manchester City, so he's moved from Manchester City to the greatest club. Arsenal will see him make sure that his career is definitely quite good. So somebody has said Eddie has signed 5-year contract worth 100k, 100,000 pound a week. That's not yet confirmed fully. It's not yet confirmed fully. Okay, many people are saying we should talk about Bukayo Saka. Bukayo Saka, we need to talk about Bukayo Saka and his endeavors. So, Bukayo Saka, do you think Arsenal should, do you think Arsenal is, or Mikel Arteta is making a mistake even to put this young lad at risk? I honestly think it's risky for Arsenal to sell Bukayo Saka. It's no good at all, because he's still young and talented and has a big future ahead of him, Bukayo Saka. So selling him won't be a great idea. I would not go for selling this young lad. This young lad is a perfect football player, very good one. And when you see his mode of play, perfect young lad. But Pep Guardiola is convinced that he can make him even a much better player when he goes to Manchester City. And that, whether he makes him a better player or not, that shouldn't be something that we are interested in. We should be interested in not losing this young lad, not losing this gentleman, because when you see how he plays and how he's been at Arsenal, he's played for Arsenal, it's been quite good. He's played quite well. So I will be making sure that I get to you, I read to you, I give you everything that you need to understand about Bukayo Saka's move to Arsenal, to Manchester City. Bukayo Saka, a very brilliant young player, I think this time round, this gentleman is losing it. I think he's not doing the right thing by selling this gentleman, Bukayo Saka. Bukayo Saka to Manchester City, that's definitely something that I would not call for. I would not call for that. I would not. I really would not. So, still in the paperwork, it should be remembered that Manchester City have stepped up in Bukayo Saka's interest, and so Cardiff have stepped up in their interest for signing Gareth Bale, that Arsenal is also interested in, because he's on a free transfer, and signing the Leeds winger also Rafinha this summer, and also Arsenal have been offered help in the pursuit of Manchester City's Alexander Zinchenko. And right about now, we need also to see Manchester City, who have stepped up in their interest in Arsenal, and England star Bukayo Saka. So Bukayo Saka is a very wonderful player. I don't think he should leave Arsenal. I don't think he should leave Arsenal. I don't think that is something that. I don't think that's something. No. I don't think that. No. Okay, because I think if Arsenal do this, it will cost them a great deal. So if this young lad goes, who will have remained in? Anyway, Manchester City stays on transfer pursuit of Bukayo Saka amid uncertain future at Arsenal. His future at Arsenal is definitely not known. So Manchester City have been credited with interest in Bukayo Saka amidst uncertainty over the England star's Arsenal future. And it should be remembered that Manchester City have distanced themselves from reports that they have been considering a move for the star Bukayo Saka quite before, but recently they have also come out and said that they are interested in this gentleman more than ever before. So Saka, who is just only 20 years old, has emerged as one of the most exciting young talents in the English Premier League. At the Emirates, after another productive season, he is also already a fixture in the England squad under Gareth Southgate, and can expect to go to the World Cup at the end of the year, and that is quite good. But still, I think Arsenal is making a big mistake to let this young gentleman go, and Arsenal are in the process of trying to secure Saka's club future. but things are definitely not going on quite as Arsenal need. And the rising star is entering the final 2 years of his contract in North London, and a failure to agree to terms this summer would leave the Gunners vulnerable to having accept a knockdown price next season rather than risk losing the player in 2024, where he will have to go as a free transfer. You could have so that means Arsenal will lose out money there instead of just selling him. But there is also still a chance. There is also a chance that this gentleman, even if he doesn't go on a free transfer, still his contract could be extended, and that is what the manager Mikel Arteta should be looking at rather than selling this gentleman. And that's my personal opinion. But still, Saka ticks many of the boxes of the sorts of the players a City would target to improve their squad with this young gentleman, because Pep Guardiola has recently said that if this young gentleman goes into their club, it will be of great value because he will get into contact with Haaland that is going to Manchester City, and the combination will be great over there. And where does this leave Arsenal? And they've taken advantage of the contract situation before to get a better deal for the players. So, however, sources at the Etihad have indicated that they are much interested in this gentleman than ever before. Though sometime ago, it was said that they distanced themselves from signing this gentleman, this young lad, but they are now seeing a very big possibility of signing this gentleman, Bukayo Saka, because Arsenal would be looking forward to getting some money out of this gentleman before he can go on a free transfer in 2024. And meaning if they don't sell Bukayo Saka this time, they could be able to sell him next time, next season, before he could be on a free transfer. So City have already added Erling Haaland and Julian Alvarez to their attacking of the next season, with the intention of refreshing their attack for the years to come. And they are also pursuing a midfielder this summer, and that we cannot say no. That is definitely one of the midfielders that they are looking forward to having is our very own Bukayo Saka, whom I personally think that Bukayo Saka shouldn't go to this club, to Manchester City. I personally think that Bukayo Saka should stay at Arsenal, play his football at Arsenal, and make a proper future at Arsenal. And the chairman has promised at least one or more addition on top of that, with the left back through to be an area of focus, not least because of the interest from Arsenal in signing Alexander Zinchenko. That is why they have come to conclusion that they also need Arsenal's very own Bukayo Saka, because if Arsenal take Alexander Zinchenko, that will be definitely a big blow for Manchester City, and they need a replacement. And the perfect replacement they are seeing is none other than Bukayo Saka. So Bukayo Saka, personally, my personal opinion, I don't think Bukayo Saka should go to Manchester City. The mere fact that his contract is getting done in 2024, I think Arsenal should try. I think the manager should try and keep this young lad over, and we see how it will go. And when the time comes for letting this gentleman go, I still think it's not yet. I think maybe Bukayo Saka needs another maybe 5 years at Arsenal. Once he's on there, he can have yet another 5 years at Arsenal, and things could definitely go on well. And because many players are leaving Arsenal, and when Arsenal loses such young players, that is definitely not good. So I'll make it a point to subscribe and ring that notification bell so that definitely you cannot miss out on anything. Arsenal official television has to bring to you as we are in the transfer season and talking about different possibilities of players coming to Arsenal. We are talking about done deals. We are talking about who's made a medical. As you know, we are already in the transfer season, and a lot of people are trying to buy the players in Arsenal because they are seeing these young talents are doing quite a lot. They are doing quite well, and things definitely are being better for the club, and that's why Arsenal almost went from a very low position to where it finished in the English Premier League, almost going to Champions League, and that was missed narrowly. So Bukayo Saka shouldn't leave Arsenal. That's what I think, but the chances of him leaving Arsenal are much more than the chances of him staying at Arsenal. A lot of people do not believe, for some reason, a lot of people don't believe that Bukayo Saka, that Manchester City is interested in Bukayo Saka. I think if you don't believe, you can search the internet. You can search the internet and find out and see how true this is. But this is definitely true that Bukayo Saka is definitely going to Manchester City. So let's also talk about a few people whom we think will be coming to Arsenal. We need to see Arsenal transfer news, and we see who is said. We always have this section every time we are here about the transfer news and everything that you definitely need to understand. So Mikel Arteta closes in on a dream Arsenal target who is more gifted than Kevin De Bruyne, and now we need to dig deeper and much deeper into this. So Arsenal have been linked with Manchester City utility man Alexander Zinchenko, who spent the season on the fringes but remains a highly quality player in the many positions. So Mikel Arteta is close to his dream Arsenal setup as he targets Manchester City Alexander Zinchenko, and also the Gunners have been linked with 25-year-old who is set to leave Etihad this summer to find a new challenge. Zinchenko has been on the fringes of Pep Guardiola's side this season, but that isn't necessarily a knock on his ability due to the star-studded options at City's disposal. So most players would struggle to find Kyle Walker and Joe Cancelo, who are arguably two of the best fullbacks in the world. Zinchenko can also play in midfield, something he does regularly for the Ukraine, but those opportunities are even more rare at Manchester City, with the likes of Kevin De Bruyne, Rodri and Bernard Silva ahead of him. So Zinchenko's versatility is a big reason why Mikel Arteta has targeted him this summer. Given Kieran Tierney's injury troubles at left back and Arsenal lack of depth in the middle of the park, the Gunners boss made it clear almost 2 years ago that he is preferred a tactical setup, and that is a 4-3-3 formation, but he has struggled to implement it due to limited options around him. So still it will be remembered that we want to move to a 4-3-3, the Spaniard said, but for that you need a lot of specificity in every position, but now in a 5 or 6 position we don't have that. So Zinchenko is comfortable in either positions, and you already know that due to how assured he is on the ball, and his technical abilities are often overlooked since he is a regular in City's starting 11, but his teammates are well aware of how good he is, optimistic, and he's optimized by the fact that Walker rates him technically higher than Kevin De Bruyne. So, speaking about the most technically gifted players in Manchester City squad, Walker admitted that the Ukraine international is up there among the very best. Not in any order would I want to put them in any order. My top three are Zinchenko, Mahrez, and Silva. England international said that, and he has admitted that this gentleman is quite good. So I've been letting you know that so that you can understand, you can properly understand how good Zinchenko, how good Alexander Zinchenko is, and how an asset this young lad is. He is one of the best that Arsenal can ever have, a very good one. He is definitely a very, very good one, and we will be looking forward to make sure that we bring to you everything you need to know, everything you need to understand in this transfer season, as we will be talking also a little bit about William Saliba, as also people have also been asking me about William Saliba. So Arsenal can use William Saliba to land mega strike signing this summer. I also need to let you know much more about that. So Arsenal have the potential to use William Saliba in their attempt to sign Victor Osimhen this summer. So Napoli have reportedly looked at possibilities of signing Saliba, and therefore the Gunners could include the Frenchman as part of the deal to land Osimhen. Okay, so let's see again. The centre-back only committed his future to Arsenal at the weekend, and that was William Saliba, who definitely said his team is only Arsenal. So Saliba is still yet to play a single team match for the Gunners, and has just finished hugely successful loan spell at League One Olympique de Marseille. So despite Saliba stating he will remain at the Emirates next season, Italian football expert Gianluigi Longari claims Napoli appreciate the player after assessing his profile through the know he would be very expensive. Arsenal are interested in signing Napoli Osimhen with Alexandra Lacazette's exit confirmed last week. So that will be definitely yet another. The Nigerian is one of the long list targets of Mikel Arteta's, one of the most targeted by Mikel Arteta. So Calcio Mercato also claimed the late month that Napoli had turned down an offer of £76 million from Arsenal for the 23-year-old. Where you're watching from and where you're listening in from, just all you need to do is to make it a point to subscribe and ring that notification bell so that you do not miss out on anything Arsenal official television has to bring to you, as we are dedicated to bringing to you the latest. And let's see. So Arsenal have already pulled off transfer massacre as Mikel Arteta given double boost. Yeah. You know, we are definitely dedicated to bringing to you the latest that's been happening during the day, what you've missed during the day in this show. So William Saliba is a familiar name to many, but yet to play a single match for the Gunners since his £27 million arrival in 2019. However, the defender has committed his immediate future to the Gunners' boast. Saliba will almost be likely signing for Arsenal. The French defensive resources are well stocked, so earning not only a call-up but also his first caps for the France, speaking volumes for his match. But speaking of it, that speaks quite a lot, because I think William Saliba is a very good one, a very good player. But still, as I said yesterday, William Saliba was not given the chance to play at Arsenal. And when he went to this club in France, when he went to, which club was that? It was Olympique de Marseille, where he he's been on loan since 2019, because when he was landed, when he came to Arsenal, he was not given the chance to play. Instead, he was left to leave the club. He left the club and went to yet another club on loan, because the then manager, the predecessor of Mikel Arteta, didn't see a lot of potential in this young gentleman. That left Arsenal in a very complicated situation, because Arsenal was looking forward to selling this gentleman. But when this gentleman left and went to Olympique de Marseille, he's been playing very good football in France, and he's been playing very, very good football, and he's been spotted by many clubs, including Inter Milan, including Barcelona, and definitely all of these clubs have definitely come out and said they need this gentleman. But guess who has the option to sell this gentleman or to retain this gentleman? William Saliba. That's how funny football is. You can buy a football player, he doesn't play for you, loan him, he goes to yet a different club, plays there, but the club is playing in has nothing whatsoever, nothing, absolutely no chance to sell him or to retain him. So Arsenal are the people, Arsenal is the club that has the future of this young gentleman. So they could decide to sell the gentleman, or they could decide to have him. But William Saliba has proved that he's one of the best, so I think Arsenal should remain with this gentleman. So still, we will go back to Bukayo Saka and his endeavors, and the fact that Manchester City need Bukayo Saka. Let's dive a little bit into Bukayo Saka. As we already talked about, the Ukraine superstar, Ukraine international Alexander Zinchenko's move to Arsenal. That will be a great one in case Arsenal can secure this young lad, 25 years old. So anyway, let's now dig deeper into Bukayo Saka. So if you've not yet subscribed, please make it a point to subscribe and ring that notification bell so that you do not miss out on anything Arsenal official television has to bring to you, as we are definitely dedicated to bringing to you the latest information in this transfer season. So it will be remembered that when Bukayo Saka when Bukayo Saka was put online, when Manchester City came as one of the clubs that needed this gentleman, and Manchester City has said definitely it is willing to pay every little penny this gentleman wants. It has said Manchester City has said wants to give to almost double the salary of Bukayo Saka when he goes to Manchester City, and also it will give Arsenal quite a lot of money, of which that money could maybe possibly help Arsenal to buy yet other good players. But I don't think that is a good idea. So some of the people who were contacted and asked about this, and they had some say about this young gentleman leaving Arsenal, was none other than the former Arsenal manager, and that is Arsene Wenger. So Wenger was contacted and asked when Wenger talked about this gentleman and what he thinks about this move. Arsene Wenger was definitely very upset that Arsenal has even the slightest thought of selling this young gentleman, because he's performing quite well, and he's performed very well in his era, and also past his era he's performed a lot better than expected, because when he was a young player he played very nice football. He's aging a little bit, and he still has it, and he still has a big future ahead of him. So the former manager Arsene Wenger was not happy at all with the fact that Arsenal are even having the audacity, even thinking about selling this gentleman to Manchester City. But Manchester City is very focused more than any other club to have this gentleman. So it is a little bit of a win-win situation, and some of the people at Arsenal want this gentleman out because they think they have their personal reasons as to why they want Bukayo Saka out, because they think Bukayo Saka costs a lot of money, and and he's worth a lot of money. So if Arsenal sell Bukayo Saka to a big club like Manchester City that is willing to inject in a lot of money, give Arsenal as much money as they want, that will definitely mean Arsenal can buy many more players and also make a profit. And the owners have no problem in that. That's definitely where the problem comes in. Stan Karionke, the Karionke Foundation have no problem in selling Bukayo Saka, because what they are looking at is making money. That's where the problem comes in. It shouldn't be making money, rather it should be improving the club and making the club bigger and better as it was before. But right about now, Stan Karionke has no problem at all in selling this young lad and selling this gentleman. He has said if the technical director, Mr. Edu, and the manager, Mr. Mikel Arteta, decide that this gentleman should go, he has no say and he will let him go. He has no problem about that, as long as they are bringing in quite a lot of money for this gentleman. That's the problem with club owners. Club owners, at the end of the day, they are not true fans. They are just the problem with them is they are looking at money. They are looking forward to getting money, not making the club or the fans happier or looking at. But anyway, they also should understand that when they win the English Premier League, when they win trophies, they also make quite a lot of money, and they won't make a lot of money by selling these young players. The young players are the future of Arsenal. And I will also talk about people have been asking me to talk about Marquinhos, the Brazilian superstar, who is been playing for Sao Paulo. So Marquinhos, who's been playing for Sao Paulo, tomorrow I will bring his update. There is an update. It's that he's most likely going for his medical tomorrow, and in case this young lad goes for his medical, I'll bring the update tomorrow early in the morning. I will make sure I bring that update about Marquinhos. But Marquinhos is a very good and young and talented football player who definitely likes what he does, and he's played quite good football at Sao Paulo. And if he comes to Arsenal will definitely be a very advantageous club for him to play for, because if Bukayo Saka is going, that's how also Arsenal can get better players. And when you look at this young lad, still young, and that's what is the sort of player that Arsenal likes. Arsenal likes young lads, young players who come and make sure that they challenge the big men in the Premier League, and they have always done that. Arsenal has a proper record of doing that, so that definitely makes it a big percentage of him coming. And it will be remembered that this gentleman, almost everything is done with Marquinhos, the Brazilian superstar, Brazilian youngster Marquinhos. Almost everything is done. He's been at Sao Paulo, and things are definitely good. Okay, so make it a point to subscribe and ring that notification bell so that you do not miss out on anything Arsenal official television has to bring to you. As right about now, we are dedicated to bringing to you everything sporting, as long as it is Arsenal. We are in the transfer season, as Gabriel Jesus is. For Gabriel Jesus, you can consider it a done and dusted deal for Gabriel Jesus, because Manchester City has said they are going to give Gabriel Jesus to Arsenal if Arsenal pay the correct amount of money that they want. But Stan Karionke said he's definitely willing to inject in as much money as they want. So if Gabriel Jesus wants to be at Arsenal, that will definitely be good news. So Arsenal transfer rumors, and let's get a little bit into the rumors before and also the confirmed deals and everything that you need to know. So Ghana's offer nearly 200,000 per week. That is definitely what this gentleman will be getting. Gabriel Jesus will be getting 200,000 per week, and he's been at 100,000. He's been at 100,000 pound per week at Manchester City. So the boss himself stepped in, and that is Stan Karionke stepped in and said, if this young lad, if everything is finished, that will definitely he will come at, if he comes to Arsenal, his salary will be doubled, and he will get to 200,000 per week. So Lacazette has already left. That you already know. That's no big news. And Nketiah staying at Arsenal and finalizing new deal. You already know that. So Arsenal striker Edin Nketiah is now set to stay at the club with one source telling Sky Sports, and that one source was telling Sky Sports News that he is finalizing a new deal contract, and that you know. So Nketiah's current deal is up in the summer, and it looked increasingly likely he would leave with Crystal Palace and Borussia, but both of the clubs that are interested in him, they want him out while he's at a free transfer. But definitely the club is not willing to sell this gentleman because he is still young and good, and there is a scarcity of strikers and forwards, because right about now as we are talking, the reality is that he is the sole striker. So before the final touches of other football players are done, dusted and sealed, that means he's still one there. So Saliba is aiming to improve himself at Arsenal. You already know that. William Saliba insists that he will remain at Arsenal next season, despite saying it is a shame to leaving Olympique de Marseille in an interview with Francis Telford. And Saliba spent 2021-2022 season on a loan to Olympique de Marseille, as you already know, and he helped the League One side to return to the Champions League. But after 3 years on loan, he said he will return to the Emirates and play football for the Emirates. I belong to Arsenal. I still have 2 years left. That's what he said. I will be back with Arsenal. I have played 0 matches, and I still want to show them my true face and true colors, and have the chance to play for the fans and this great club. That is quite good. He has never played, not even one, for this club. So who has Arsenal been linked to? It will be remembered that Arsenal has been linked to Gabriel Jesus, and that comes in with the link of £200,000 a week, and he is definitely coming to Arsenal. One of the biggest targets for Arsenal. One of the biggest targets for Arsenal is Gabriel Jesus, and almost everything is done. Just a few things, but everything is done, and we can confirm to you that Gabriel Jesus will be at Arsenal next season. So we also have to talk about Raheem Sterling. So Sterling is considering allowing his contract to run down and leave Manchester City on a free transfer next summer rather than join Tottenham, but he is also considering a move to Arsenal for a fee that is definitely yet to be disclosed, and right about now we can say before we were considering a double swap. We were considering a double swap of this young gentleman, of this gentleman Raheem Sterling. We were considering double swap of Raheem Sterling and Gabriel Jesus. Arsenal wanted to take this in a double swap and give Manchester City the money so that these two can come to Arsenal and play football there. I can say that this deal is no more. The double swap is no more, because Arsenal is trying as hard as it can to make sure that these players come to Arsenal. So yet another football target. Now we're talking about the targets that that Arsenal is looking for to signing, and who is Arsenal linked with. So there is Clement Lenglet. Clement Lenglet, Arsenal and Tottenham have been offered the chance to sign the Barcelona defender Lenglet, who is on loan. They want Barcelona doesn't want to sign this gentleman, doesn't want to sell this gentleman. Barcelona wants to loan Clement Lenglet, and he has offered, Coach Xavi has offered Arsenal the opportunity to have Clement Lenglet. So that could help Arsenal in the defense section, because sometimes in the defense section Arsenal it's a little bit lagging, but the presence of William Saliba, who will come in, who has shown that he is a good player, and also Ben White, who is injury prone, that is not a good thing for him, but definitely that will be something good if he can join the likes of Clement Lenglet can join the likes of Ben White and also William Saliba. So yet another target that Arsenal is eyeing is none other than Victor Osimhen. So Victor Osimhen, Newcastle are ready to make a monster offer to Napoli striker Osimhen this summer, with Arsenal conceding his £25 million asking price. That is too much. So we could so for Victor Osimhen, Arsenal has been trying its level best. We've been trying to make sure that this gentleman, we can get this gentleman, but the asking price of this gentleman is quite a lot, and it could cost the club very, very much. The fact that £85 million is what they are asking for this lad, that is a lot of money. That's why Mikel Arteta has tried to distance himself out of this transfer, but still there is still chance, with transfers. It is until the last date that we can say there is not going to happen. So we can move here to another one. There is Gianluca Scamacca. So another transfer target is Gianluca Scamacca. It's the transfer show here at Arsenal Official Television. Make it a point to subscribe, ring that notification bell so that you do not miss out on anything Arsenal Official Television has to bring to you. So we're going to talk a little bit about Gianluca Scamacca. So Arsenal have seen an opening offer worth the region of £34 million rejected by Sassuolo for Scamacca. And this player has scored 16 goals in 38 games. That's Scamacca this season, and that definitely is a very big thing. That is a good thing. And so Arsenal also didn't give up when this lad because Arsenal offered. The technical director and the manager decided that they should offer first. They offered Sassuolo. They offered Sassuolo a fee of £34 million for Gianluca Scamacca, and Sassuolo said they're definitely not taking that. That was low. So Arsenal have also increased from £34 million to yet another bigger £40 million in. Now we will see whether we can have this gentleman or not. It's the transfer show here at Arsenal Official Television. If you haven't subscribed, you are definitely missing out, because we digest everything right here at the transfer show in Arsenal Official Television. So we are talking about who is linked to the great club Arsenal, and who is going to come, and who is just being talked about and is not going to come. So let's talk about again Melo. So Juventus are reportedly preparing to offer a swap deal that would see long-term target Melo come to London to play football in North London in exchange of Gabriel Martinelli, whom they have been looking for. Juventus has been looking for Gabriel Martinelli for a very long time, and Melo is also not a bad player, but I don't think still Arsenal should sell Gabriel Martinelli for this gentleman. Gabriel Martinelli is a perfect football player, very well. He plays quite good football, and I definitely think that it will be a brander for Arsenal to sell this gentleman to Juventus. So that will not be a good thing. But if Melo can come to Arsenal, that will be a good thing, because he is a very good football player. So let's get back to it. Let's see who else is been linked. With Arsenal. It's the transfer show here at Arsenal Official Television. It always happens every day same time. So another person is Corentin Tolisso. So Corentin Tolisso, Arsenal and Manchester United could be among the sides reading an offer for midfielder Corentin Tolisso, who will be leaving Bayern Munich on a free transfer this season. This is where Arsenal always taps in with these players, because Arsenal likes to not spend a lot of money in these transfers but get the best, and the best way is to get a player on a free transfer. You always get a good deal there. And let's have and that is Corentin Tolisso. There is still a possibility of signing this gentleman. So let's move here to another player. That another player is Richarlison. Another player who's been linked to Arsenal is Richarlison. So Arsenal, Chelsea and Tottenham are the clubs that are interested in this gentleman, and the Everton forward Richarlison has admitted he could be considering his future to Arsenal. He has admitted that if Arsenal is interested in him, they should make the deal happen, and he will come and play for Arsenal. So we could see this gentleman come to Arsenal, though it's still in the early stages. Yet another player that is being linked to Arsenal, or that Arsenal is interested in, is none other than Fabian Ruiz. And the clubs that are interested between Fabian Ruiz as Newcastle and Arsenal are both hoping to sign the Napoli midfielder Ruiz, and have been given the boost after him turning down a contract offer by Serie A club. He thinks that Arsenal thinks that it could be a good move for this gentleman. So let's get to yet another one. There is Jed Spence. Jed Spence from Tottenham. So Tottenham are set to pip Arsenal to midfield Middlesbrough right back Spence. So the Tottenham he's not from Tottenham, but Tottenham are also hoping to get this gentleman, so there is a little bit of tight competition over there. Then there is also Federico Di Marco. Let's see about Federico Di Marco. So Arsenal are targeting Inter Milan defender Federico Di Marco, and Mikel Arteta looks for the left back support for Kieran Tierney, and Inter Milan are demanding in excess of £20 million for the left back. Di Marco, who will be attracting interest from Arsenal and has been attracting a lot of interest from Arsenal, could see his move come to Arsenal. So there are quite many players that are wanting to come to Arsenal, and yet another one that I cannot miss out on talking is Youri Tielemans. So many people have also been asking me about Youri Tielemans and his endeavors, and whether there is a big possibility or small possibility of Youri Tielemans coming to Arsenal. There is still a big chance, because it's still in the pipeline. His agent has been in contact with his agent has been in North London, trying to make sure that things go on well for this gentleman and the move is smooth. So Youri Tielemans could be moving to Arsenal in a very short period of time from now. Youri Tielemans is a very good one, and a person like him, I think he could be a perfect fit for Arsenal. And if Arsenal have him, it will be good news. It will be brilliant news. So which part of the country are you watching from? Which part of the world are you watching from? Make it a point to subscribe and ring that notification bell so that you don't miss out on anything Arsenal official television has to bring to you right about now. As we know, you know that we are in the transfer season, where we talk about the transfers here at Arsenal official television, the only reliable source, the only source that gives you first-hand information before anybody does. So we have been the main people that we have been talking about are three big men. That is Alexandra Zinchenko, who is at Manchester City, and also we've been talking about our very own Bukayo Saka, and also none other than the done deal, the Gabriel Jesus done and dusted one. So Do you think Gabriel Jesus should come to Arsenal, or Gabriel Jesus should not come to Arsenal, or you think the money that is involved is quite a lot? Just let us know so that you definitely move along. I will be going into the comment section so that I can read the comments and see if there is anybody who wants to know anything. So I can see Precious Alaba saying Saka is not going. Sorry, but I think Saka could be leaving Arsenal. More information about Bukayo Saka. That's Benjamin Duban. So Bukayo Saka, people who want to know about Bukayo Saka, let me give it to you straight. I'm going to be bringing it to you as I will be signing out very, very soon. So Bukayo Saka, people, because I talked about Bukayo Saka earlier ago. So people have just joined. Bukayo Saka is said to leave Arsenal, and it is very serious because the club that wants him is a very serious club that doesn't talk about someone when they don't want him, and they always make done deals, and they always make sure that if they want someone, they inject in a lot of money and make sure they get that person, and the club is Manchester City. So Pep Guardiola identified this young lad when they played a game between Manchester City and Arsenal, and he gave a lot of headache to the defense of Manchester City, and Pep Guardiola was wondering how and what a type of player this young lad Bukayo Saka is, and from then he was always wanting to sign this gentleman. And right about now, the reason as to why they are seeing a big possibility of this young lad Bukayo Saka leaving Arsenal is because Bukayo Saka's contract will be expiring in 2024, and that means if it expires in 2024, he goes as a free transfer, and when he goes as a free transfer, that means Arsenal will lose out on a lot of money because he's worth a lot of money, which they could get and buy yet other players. That's why Bukayo Saka could be leaving Arsenal this season. So Manchester City saw a big opportunity on there that if they inject in the cash now and not even wait for next season, they will be at a bigger advantage of having this gentleman. So, but you already know that his personal opinion also matters. The player's personal opinion also matters quite a lot. We are yet to listen from Bukayo Saka and see what he definitely thinks about the move to Manchester City. But Manchester City are more than interested in signing this gentleman, and we definitely think that if he goes to Manchester City, Arsenal will have lost out on a young and promising talent who could play for yet very many years. I have as I already told you that it shouldn't be a panic. It shouldn't be a panic. I don't think it should be a panic to sell this gentleman just because his contract is getting done. No, that shouldn't be a solution. They should also consider that there is a possibility that this gentleman's contract will get done, and when it gets done, they could still convince him by increasing his price, increasing his salary, and if they increase his salary, he could possibly stay for yet another 5 years, yet another big period of time, rather than panic and sell this young gentleman who could help Arsenal achieve quite a lot in the near future. Instead, go to a club like Manchester City. But if he goes there, we will have nothing to say, but definitely Arsenal will have lost out on a lot, and I think it's not something that Arsenal should look forward to selling this gentleman, despite the fact that his contract is going to be expiring very, very soon, expiring 2024. So that's where Manchester City gets the audacity and the feeling of signing this gentleman. They think that they could try and convince this gentleman, because they are saying different sources were saying that Manchester City, if Arsenal don't sell Manchester City Bukayo Saka this time round, when it's a free transfer, they will definitely inject in a lot of money in this gentleman, put his wages maybe 3 times or 4 times higher, so that they can get him. And if they give him 3 or 4 times higher than what he gets at Arsenal. This could be a big incentive for him to go. So they were saying that they wanted to get him at fair play, and also pay the club a little bit of money and have him. Something that I personally didn't like. I personally didn't like the fact that this gentleman is going to Manchester City, but I think it's the right time now. We should digest it and understand that he is definitely going to Manchester City. Bukayo Saka going to Manchester City, almost done, is something that we definitely, all of us have been not happy. There is nobody that I've talked to, there is definitely nobody that I've talked to that has confidently told me that Bukayo Saka should leave Arsenal for Manchester City. No one. I've not got even one positive feedback on it. Anyway, I've not got one feedback about Bukayo Saka, one feedback saying Bukayo Saka should go to Manchester City comfortably. No, everybody is saying Bukayo Saka should stay at Manchester City because he's one of our own. So I've already told you that some people were contacted about selling this gentleman, and nobody is happy about him. Even Arsene Wenger said there is no way this gentleman should be sold, and also the legend Thierry Henry also said there is no reason whatsoever as to why Arsenal should sell this gentleman. If it's for the sake of money, they should understand that Bukayo Saka is capable of making Arsenal more money while he's at the club than when he's being sold, because he can contribute quite a lot for the position that Arsenal is going to have the next season. So which part of the world, which part of the country are you watching from? Do not miss at this time every day. Do not miss. We are dedicated to bringing to you the transfer news, everything in the transfers. And if you've not yet subscribed, please subscribe and ring that notification bell so that you do not miss out on anything Arsenal official television has to bring to you. As we have been talking about 3 big players, Gabriel Jesus, who is almost done and dusted, and we've been talking about Alexander Zinchenko, who is set to join Arsenal, and also one departure that is very painful, and that is none other than Bukayo Saka. Otherwise, thank you for watching Arsenal official television, and goodbye for now.